Who are you playing as?
Well, so you see, I want to make a Scarab rush.
Oh, allow myself to introduce myself.
So I'm not gonna do nothing. Oh, Badlands.
Oh, we get to try this again. This is a similar composition to the people we played last time. We went against a Jerome, and was it a Forge when we lost?
Yeah.
I'll stick that game onto this one if we win this one.
I won't.
Thought it was quite okay. Sort of like I apologize and I won't, but on this occasion, I'll tack this on, but you won't.
It is. I do have to say, looping back to a previous conversation, it is something that we spend a tremendous amount of thought into, and I think it just kind of goes to show there is no answer.
Oh yeah, he's talking about YouTube. I've actually started to pronounce YouTube like that because I've had people saying to me, "You say tube," and I'm like, "That's just how English people say T words like that, you know."
Yeah.
We say tube. Anyway, we obviously share a hobby, which is YouTube, and we always talk about it, and we have all of these different ventures that we want to do, and we can never seem to shitty decide on what to do and when and on what channel. That pretty well sums it up.
Yeah, it's hard to I will say, like, 2022 has been the year of like diversifying our videos for our channels. And I gotta say,
you've gone way further than I have with that as well, because I've only just posted Zombles. You've gone like a step further and done like Age, which you've been doing for most of the year.
Yeah.
And all of the other stuff you're doing.
I've been doing Age since when it came out, which I think was November of last year.
So it's over the whole year.
Yeah, and then Age has been doing really well. Like I would say, like, when I first started posting, and then all the way up until probably like March, the videos would get like auto 10 out of 10 on the YouTube Studio, and then they just would not perform very well by any metric besides watch time. But as time has gone on, they're performing better and better, to the point where like my most recent ones are actually doing better than some Halo Wars videos.
That's quite remarkable, really. Because the longer you do something, the more subscribers you build up.
Yeah.
Like, because it's always a slow burn. Like the zombies videos, in my case, some of the good, well-performing ones get 20 subs, but 20 subs is still quite a small amount of people when it comes to like how many people are going to watch your videos when it uploads. Because let's put it into perspective. I've got 8,000 subs at the time of recording. I still get 2,000 to 3,500 views on a video, which is less than half of my viewers. So 20 subs, you're lucky if 5 of them will probably watch, overall.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
it's definitely a slow burn to get new subs.
And I think it's something you kind of have to be careful with, because you don't want to abandon the audience that found you to begin with, which is why we're probably going to be doing Halo Wars until, we can't play it anymore.
The end of pissing time.
Yeah. And that's fine with me, because I go through ebbs and flows with Halo Wars. Like, there are some weeks where the audience doesn't, well, I guess they do when we mention this, but there's a week or two where I'll be like, I just don't want to play it. And luckily I have a batch of recordings, and that can kind of substitute that. But no, Age has been going really, really well. I'm impressed with the zombies performance. I mean, there are some videos that have done really well, and some videos that have just done fine. But nonetheless, I think the views for both of our channels is really respectable.
Yeah, it's quite. I quite like the fact that we're able to sort of transition into things that we might enjoy playing a little bit more on our own, sort of thing.
Yeah.
And posting them to the channel, because we do play a lot together still.
Yeah.
And it would be it's really cool that we're able to turn those into, well, I guess, watchable videos for people.
And the diversification, I think, is just still going to continue. We have plans for like other games that we want to record and things we want to get to, but it really just comes down to a matter of time. And I think where we're at right now, for me at least, is like Zombies, StarCraft, Halo Wars 2, and Age of Empires, and all of that seems to be going really well.
Absolutely.
So I'm going to stick to that for the time being, but I still do want to eventually diversify even more so.
It's interesting because like Halo Wars doesn't have. Well, it seems like it has a direct path to sort of diversify. Like you could do RTS stuff like you've done with Age, but I think Age was more difficult to expand than you would have expected, you know, for a Halo Wars channel. And I was surprised by the zombies doing so well, and I think it's just a case of it being a game that most of our audience will have played at the same time we played it, you know, back in the day. So it's sort of a nostalgia kind of thing that helps us out.
Yeah.
And I think for the most part, that's what kind of saves and makes us able to do that. Yeah.
Oh, they don't have their minis up here. Okay. Do they have this power? Okay, they do have the power.
They have the power.
And I do think if we're ultimately to do YouTube full time, which is what both of us ultimately want to end up doing, we need to just keep diversifying. It's really what I honestly believe.
Most of the big channels don't just do one game unless it's something like Fortnite or Minecraft or something.
Right.
Which is like pretty painful. I wouldn't want to just do one game. And I mean, I say that like we just do Halo Wars, but there's something about Halo Wars that just enables me to do it. I don't know. I've just always liked it. That's why the channel exists.
So it kind of leads in the question, like, what's the future gonna look like? Of like, what would a Team Respawn or Ed Peter channel look like that could do full time? And I think it's a lot of different games, but I think it's where we put, you know, really when we put our best foot forward is when we make our best content. So
yeah,
I think it's just as simple as that, really. All right, Jen.
Definitely. Oh, I'm pooing on red.
I just need like 700 power, and I'll make my scab.
700. Oh, I'm not even tech 3 yet.
He's gonna poo his pants.
Poo his pants?
Poo his pants.
Oh, there, mine's for me. Am I gonna get the power from that? No, that's resources. Okay.
It's not an upgraded gen. It has to be an upgraded gen.
Okay.
As the gentleman upgraded his other gen.
You can get it from supply pads.
Scabradabra's pumping.
Very nice.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. You get it from heavy upgraded supply pads.
I'm literally just doing this to keep them occupied as well as building up resources for myself.
Yeah.
Because when your Scarab comes, my Scarab won't be that far behind.
So
I mean, this guy's still Tech 2.
What would you say your wish list is, as it were, for content you would upload that you could sustain yourself full time? Like, let's just say your main channel.
Well, I sort of go through ebbs and flows with what I want to post. Because, like, there's a part of me that wants to do these, like, absolutely cheddarful biblical documentaries, and then there's another part of me that does this stuff, you know, where we just have fun and play a game, like we're doing with Zombies or Halo Wars.
Yeah.
But I suppose what would be the easiest is if we could just do this and have this be the main thing, and then we sort of have things that branch off of it, you know? Like my documentaries, for example, maybe they're more of a sideline thing because they're too sort of not stressful but difficult to do, you know, from a full-time perspective. So maybe they're just more of a side hustle kind of thing.
Yeah. I think one thing that I personally believe would be difficult to go full-time with where we're at now is just the fact that it's one game. And, like, the good news of that is like, we dominate the SEO for Halo Wars 2. It's really just you and me. But downside is, it's like, what if the audience just wants to move on and they get bored of the content? Well, then the whole channel sinks.
Yeah, basically. And as well, you've got the problem of Halo Wars 2 isn't going to last forever because look at Halo Wars 1 now, you can't even find a match. That's going to happen to this game.
Yeah, that is also true.
But,
so
I think it's got a lot more longevity than Halo Wars 1 has.
I do think you just have to you have to diversify your channel as much as you would like diversify a investment portfolio. I'll let them know I have this.
I'll let them know I've got the Scabra. I mean, my Scabra's training right now. I mean, I've done that at 9 minutes with Voridus. I think that's pretty slow. messed around shooting their gens.
I got my HC, and everybody's got skitters.
Everybody's got skidders.
So I hope he...
Shitty skidder.
He'll probably report me for this as well.
Oh, I built a Scarab and got reported.
That's my post.
Instant 500k views.
Yeah.
That's right. That's my boots.
Well, he quit before anything happens. That's the question.
He's got an empty Mastodon.
An empty Dawn.
Empty Don.
I'll go do the Sherman shuffle on the gentleman.
Oh.
Oh, I got stunned.
What with?
Desi's.
Oh my god, look at those Marines just... Oh my god! The Sherman shuffle is absolutely biblical.
Oh. Lol. He's
Thank
beaming.
you.
Oh, look, his
Oh,
Desi pulled me out of the beam.
Pulled.
Thank you.
Pulled me out of the beam. He did that to himself. He was beaming you, and then he... Oh.
Uh-oh.
You're gonna lose your H. See?
Oh, you Kevin.
Pop your bubble, you might not. Go, James.
Oh, yeah, he is wasted. 100%.
There's my Scabrous, Dabrous, Dingus, Dongus. Volatile Scarab. Oh,
Well,
pull
next
him into
point.
Into your Scabra.
Well, I want to heal the HC. There's nothing attacking the Scabble right now. We're actually 2 points away from getting my combat prepared.
Yeah. Well, I don't think we need to do anything else apart from what we've already done. This game is already won.
Who on the gens?
Yeah. I mean, we did nothing but build Scarabs, and this is what happened.
He's making moves for the Scarab. It's cute.
You stomped Jarell to death. I can actually afford a second Scarab. I'm just going to build a second Scarab.
There you go.
What are we waiting for?
Your command.
Your command.
The ship is yours to command.
I don't think these guys were particularly, you know,
yeah.
here. They weren't particularly here, were they?
Oh,
there you go. You're going again.
Wee.
Wee. What's better then? An infused Scabadabba Ding Dong or a Scabadabba Ding Dong with skitters on it?
I don't know, cause when you get extra damage as the infused Scarab with the goo, and then you're making money with combat.
Oh, he's
spoils.
just made a Scarab. Lol.
He's gonna lose his.
I mean, there is pools of infusion everywhere.
Watch this. This will really make him poo himself.
Oh. Oh, he got a shield up. Look at that.
Wow.
I mean, it's gonna go down. Yep, there it goes.
So it was either save the Scarab or lose the game. He decided to lose the game.
Yep. Enemy building is rubble.
I'm gonna sit here for a minute and heal.
You know, the way all of those NGs sort of like go to a point like that on the Scarab is so cheddar. He's vortexing me Scabrous. What's he doing? That's
An
rude.
absolutely brimming experience.
From beginning to end. He's not got hammer pull, has he?
He does. He does. Oh, you mean Desi?
I mean, Vori.
Oh, no, Vori doesn't.
No hammer pull for Vorington. Witness the volatile Scarab. A Scarab battle. Poply bubble. I mean, I've got another Scabrous on its way.
I mean, it's 2v1 anyway, and both of our Scarabs are better than his, so.
Yeah.
Because he's not at his final form. What's with him making bases everywhere? Quit it.
Quit it.
You're getting on my nerves.
You're getting on. So everyone watching, this is not the way to Scarab Rush. These guys just suck, and that's how we were able to do the thing. That's right.
Scarab.
It's Warlord versus Warlord, and Scarab versus Scarab.
Here's why.
That is quite sharp. You know, actually, to be fair, a Desi Scarab can be pretty scary.
Yeah, it can.
Just not on this occasion.
Well, there you have it, gents.
I wanna play as Desi now and do a Desi Scarab turtle. That would be me boots.
Well, will we ever become full-time YouTubers? You'll
Let
have
us know in the comments.
subscribe and hang out for a while to find out.
Yeah, you'll have to keep it locked. Yeah, that's actually you've got to subscribe to know if that ever happens now. So you've got to sort of hang around and subscribe. It's a two-pronged assault.
Actually, here's an interesting observation, and I sent this to you in a message yesterday, I think. But
Oh, did you?
it took TeamRespawn from 2017 to the beginning of, or really this time last year, so June 2021. So that's like 5 years to go from 0 to 5 million views, right?
Right.
It took TeamRespawn just one more year after that to hit the next 5 million views. So, because the lifetime views of TeamRespawn is almost 11 million right now.
So next year, 20 million, boys. Let's do it.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's insane growth. So we'll see what happens. And the same is true for you. You inexplicably showed out of nowhere. Now you're at 90.
Yeah.
So,
We'll see you though.
yeah, I'll see you later, I guess. James and Sean.
Yeah. Don't forget Sean.
No.